What's up, guys? It's your boy Hammer back with another supplement review, and today I ran a special one, a different one. This is new to the stash here at the Casa de la Hammer, and this is what a lot of people like to call a bathtub pre, one of these shady underground type pre-workouts where no one really knows where they came from, who manufactured them, what's really going on inside of them. Everyone just wants to know how they hit, and sometimes these are duds, sometimes they're legends. So without further ado, I'm talking about Global Supremacy NITRIC BOMB. And let's just get right into it, because I gotta lift, you gotta lift, so let's get to business. First off, right off the rip, this is what, orange lemonade flavor, and I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty freaking gross. It's not tasty. I don't care about pre-workouts. Like I watch a lot of reviews where people bag on certain ones that I thought tasted fine, or where they have like so much to say about one and that I didn't even really think twice about it. I don't think twice about it when I'm drinking this, but to be honest, it was not good. I even mixed it with some what I thought would be a working flavor, which was my Apollon Bare Knuckle and orange creamsicle with orange lemonade, and it really just ruined it altogether. It really is kind of more like a grapefruit flavor, if anything, kind of tart and just not good. But that being said, like I said, you drink it for 30 seconds, you get the experience for a couple hours. So getting right down to business, I could go through this label, but I think that's almost a waste of time, because honestly, when it comes to these type of pre-workouts, labels are just labels. You're not really looking for the ingredients. It's not something where you're even sure what it's saying is what's in there. You're really looking for the experience. And I will tell you this, it does claim a couple of the good ingredients like beta-alanine and citrulline and creatine and tyrosine. They're all underdosed except for beta-alanine. And then it's got a couple of the illicit ingredients, the DM blank ingredients, two different kinds of them. And then it claims a whole bunch of different stimulants, but they're all like sprinkled little dosages. 5 milligrams of this, 10 milligrams of that, 10 milligrams of that. So it's like, are these even in there? Are they even doing thing? Are these coming together? What give you the experience? I don't know, but here's what I will tell you. The label on this is almost exactly the same as Firestorm. I think it has one different ingredient. So is this just Firestorm under a different label, under a different package? I'm not 100% sure. Here's what I will say. I have ran Firestorm. I currently have Firestorm. I did not run them back to back. When I ran Firestorm, I loved that pre-workout. I ran a sample. My good friend Highstim Ace sent me a sample of it. Go subscribe to Highstim Ace's YouTube channel right now if you aren't already. He's a great reviewer himself. He gave me a sample of Firestorm. I loved it so much, I asked him if I could buy his tub off of him, and I did. But since buying it, I still haven't ran it, just because, you can only run these hitters ever so often. And what I will say is, when I ran this today, I got a very similar experience. Very, very quick energy. Like I'm talking, I took this, and before I even left my house, I was starting to feel the waves pulsing through me. I talked about how a lot of pre-workouts, I literally time it, so it's about 45 minutes from drinking it till I'm gonna be working out. And with this one, I timed it about 30 minutes, and that was too long. Like it was hitting me. I was getting the high energy and like the waves through my body before I even left my house, before I even started my drive to the gym. By the time I was in the gym parking lot, I think it was like pretty much peak energy. I was super locked in, very high energy, very focused, tunnel vision. The heart rate wasn't going crazy. To be fair, I was checking my watch. It never got out of control. I never got out of breath. Definitely not like any like alpha yohimbine or any of those side effects where you're kind of gasping for air or anything. But I was just locked in, super focused. I did feel some kind of like pulsing head waves, but I would not say at any point did I feel euphoria, like happy freaking euphoria. When I run like a really quality DMHA product, something like Crack Barbarian or like Coca Labs Dexter Slice at a high dose, I was like euphoric, happy, like just so like music was incredible. This was not that, but this was very, very high energy, very tunnel vision focus. If it's not the same as Firestorm, it's its freaking cousin, because it was a very similar experience. One I liked very much. Like I said, I was hoping it would have kicked into that head euphoria, But hey, you can't get every single thing from every single workout. And I will say, I think the tunnel vision focus on this was a little bit better. I will say it's angry. It's an angry pre-workout. You know, those who know what I mean. There's different types of energy where, you know, when you have that euphoria, you're light, you're bouncy, you're having a good time. It's just like, you want to talk to people. You might, you know, finish your workout, send a text to somebody. This was like lift the weights, kill the weights, do the thing, accomplish the mission. Which, you know, that's a fun pre to have in the rotation. After the workout, I didn't crash. I did start to come down a little bit, but then I had this funny effect that happens sometimes with pre-workouts because I do my cardio as a second session later in the day, and I don't stim up for it, but I do take some non-stim fat burners. So I'll take something like Apollon Molotov or Extremis Caliente. I did that today, took some carnitine. I actually did take 1 kappa yohimbine of the WO, so 9 milligrams of yohimbine, 1 milligram of FEO. But that's not a crazy amount of stimulants or anything like that, right? It's just a little touch of it. But it must have synergized with what was left over happening from this. And I got, you know, almost more of a head high than I got when I originally took this. And I got super energized for my cardio. Came home from the cardio, still had energy. Went to the grocery store, did my shopping. I took this freaking hours ago. It's night here. It's freaking about 9 o'clock at night. I'm not like cracked out to the point where I don't think I'll be able to sleep, but I still feel, you know, good. I still feel upbeat, still moving. So yeah, if you like Firestorm, if you like high energy, if you like angry pre-workouts, I'm gonna say this one hit for me. It didn't get quite to that head high euphoria, but it was strong, tunnel vision focus, energy. You're gonna want to pair this with a pump formula. This is pretty lacking in the pump department. If you're doing something like with legs where you don't really need a crazy pump, go ahead and just run this by itself. But this is available at highstimpreworkout.com. That is a source for all of these underground hitters that you're not going to find anywhere else. highstimpreworkout.com. If you use code HAMMER, you will get a discount. He'll probably throw in some samples. Right now, I think that's the only place stateside you're going to find this. So go ahead and check it out. If you like the video, please like, please share, please subscribe, do all the things. Thanks for watching another video with your boy Hammer, and I'll see you next time. Take care.